Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Becky Sechere. I hope you're all doing well. I would like to say a big thank you to all my subscribers for supporting my small channel. If this is the first time you're watching my video, I would like to say do not forget to subscribe. Now, today's video, I've been asked by one of my subscribers to create a video. This person is overseas and she would like help in how to create a good nursing video. So this is particularly for nurses who have trained abroad and are applying to get a job in the UK. As you know, after doing all your different requirements that you have to meet, you need to submit a CV to a recruiter or an employer in order to be offered a job. Now, I've made a note again. I always create notes in order to help me. So if I'm looking away, just bear with me. So as I would like to make it clear that I am not a CV expert. So I've just researched and put information together to help you. Now, as you know, a good CV creates a lasting impression. And as you know as well, if you're applying for a job, you have to bear in mind that there are thousands of other people applying for the same job. What am I going to do to make my CV stand out, where an employer will look at my CV and say, this person is really good for the job. So that is what you have to keep in mind. Now, I have got something like tips to start with. So one of them is that you have to read the job description and requirements and the person specification that has been advertised for the role you're applying for. Secondly, you should make sure that your CV is no more than 2 sides of an A4 sheet, because they don't have time to be reading a very long CV. Make it relevant to the job. So you're applying for a nursing job, don't write about security or anything else. You are applying for a nursing job, so make it relevant to a nursing role. Check spelling and grammar, because if your spelling and grammar is not good, then your prospective employer would be thinking this person cannot communicate properly in English. So that's very important. Use action words, for example, to make you stand out. So for example, I created this, I identified this. So things that you have done in your role to make you stand out, to show that you are an achiever. Anyway, you should also include your strengths, your qualities. You have to show your previous job and duty and skills that you have previously done. Now, another thing I would like to say is about the font size of your CV. Make sure that it is a regular font size, 12 point, and then typically in Times New Roman or easy to read font. Just make sure it's not complicated. Make it very easy to read. You can use actually a large font or that is accepted for the headings. For example, your name and then your title section. You can actually use a large font for that. Now, so what is the format going to be like? So the first part, which is the top part of your CV, should include your personal details, which would be like your name, your address, your telephone number, and email address, because these days we communicate faster via email, so that is very important. And then you have to do a little short summary of your personal experience. So I would say something quick and brief about yourself, no more than 50 to 100 words. And it's just a little description about yourself. And you have to tailor this to the job you are applying for. You have to describe your personal qualities, summary of your career, your history and experience, and some of the commonly used words in the personal summary include: you're passionate about something, you are caring, you are professional, you are hardworking, you are an excellent communicator. The skills you have, you can say you are a team player, and if you have any achievement, you can add it as well. But don't say you are a team player, hardworking person when you are not. You have to be truthful, because that would show when you get the job. So just be careful about that. Now, previously, I did talk about looking at the job description and seeing what is required. So, for example, if you're applying to come and work in a care home, some of the things they would be looking at is your ability to do nursing assessment, nursing, planning the care, delivering the care, and also evaluating care to people, prioritizing individuals, providing a high standard of care to your patients. Some of the responsibilities would be being able to supervise care staff, take charge of the shift, being able to communicate with your manager. You have to make sure that you're able to look after the smooth running of the shift when you are on duty. Ability to assess, plan nursing care, monitoring patients' blood pressure, temperature, pulse when required, checking blood sugars if you can, and record keeping is very important. And some of the things that they would be wanting to know you have before you are applying for this job is like whether you've already done your NHS process, registration process, whether you've had your CBT, whether you've had your English, whether you've had your decision letter from the NMC. And if you have all these, you can include that actually in your personal summary. Then to continue with the format, you have to write about your employment history. So you start with the most recent job or role that you are already in. What is your title? You have to talk about or write about your employer, their details, and then the duties, your responsibilities, skills and knowledge that you apply to your current role is very important. Then another point would be under skills. What skills do you have to bring to this new job? If you do drug administration or medication administration, you can add that. If you have skills for cannulation, patient education, any nursing skills that you possess in your current role that you are bringing into this job role, you have to write about it, communication skills and things like that. And then you talk about your education. So another point is about education. Remember, so education and qualification, remember to start with your most recent. If your most recent educational qualification is a degree in nursing, master's in nursing, or your nursing qualification, remember to talk about that. And then finally, you talk about your references. So you have to make sure that you inform people who you're going to be using as references. Sometimes some people will write references are available on request, so you can do that as well. But if you've already asked permission from someone who is going to be a referee, then you can add that as well. So basically, I hope this would help you if you're an overseas nurse and you're trying to. I'm going to be adding links as well at the bottom of the description so that you can look at that. There are a lot of CV builders out there or CV templates that you can use to start your CV. Some are free, some you have to register and pay. So choose whichever you want. Go on Google, search on CV template, and that would help you. I hope this has been helpful to you. Remember to share and like, and do not forget to subscribe, because if you don't subscribe, I would not be motivated to carry on. Anyway, take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you again next week Sunday. Have a good week.